Hello YouTube, Dave here again. Today we're going to be unboxing the brand new Pathfinder Adventure card game core set. So this is a new product from Paizo and is an update to the original adventure card game that they had put out a little while ago. So this was actually sent to me by Paizo for the purposes of doing like a review and unboxing of stuff. And I really want to thank them for sending this out to me. I've always wanted to try the adventure, like the card game for Pathfinder, but just never had the opportunity to really get into it. I just either didn't have the funds or it wasn't available in my local stores. They had sold it or sold out of them. So I'm really looking forward to this. This is a cooperative game, so this is something where, you know, the group of players are all working together to accomplish set story goals that are presented in the form of, like, you know, different books and stuff like that. So again, really looking forward to this. It can also be played solo, which is also great. It gives me an opportunity to learn the game really well, and the fact that it's designed that it can be played that way, I think is awesome. And I do plan on doing some solo play videos on the channel as well, just to kind of show how, you know, everything goes once I actually learn how to play it. I can't learn how to play it until I open up the box, of course, so let's just go ahead and sort of get right into that. The first thing we'll do is just look at the art on the box itself. Really fantastic artwork. Love the green dragon there. You got your little goblin alchemist, looks like. Wizard probably trying to do like a hold monster or something on it. Just really nice. And the artwork is always, I find, really fantastic on all of these like Pathfinder products or yeah, anything that Paizo puts out. Actually, I've always really liked the artwork that they've chosen for their products. Also, what's kind of cool is that on the sides of the box, it's all different. Like with a lot of games, it's typically the tops and bottoms and the sides will have like the same type of art on it. But here it looks like we got our wizard, just some undead, which is always cool. Love undead. Looks like a big old brawl going on here. And then we've got just character on a cart and wagon, or horse-drawn wagon, I guess you should say. So really nice artwork on the sides as well, and it's kind of cool that all four sides have something different. On the back, it says your adventure begins here. So Belhaim's tower has collapsed, its wizard is missing, and kobolds are whispering the name of a long-dead draconic nemesis. And it's your first day in town. This complete cooperative strategy game pits 1 to 4 players against monsters, perils, and traps as you become the heroes of Belhaim. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. As the town's new champions, you will find an unending world of adventure awaits. Choose your character's class, build a deck of equipment, magic, and allies, and explore lethal locations as you journey through an exciting fantasy tale. As your adventures continue, your characters add remarkable gear and breathtaking magic to their decks as they gain incredible powers, all of which they'll need to challenge more and more powerful threats. This set includes the storybook and cards for the Dragon's Demand adventure path, as well as a modular core for infinite scenarios that allows you to control the difficulty and speed of play. The Pathfinder adventure card game's core set includes 440 cards featuring a wide array of powerful weapons, magic spells, protective armors, versatile items, helpful allies, and divine blessings to help you face a host of vicious monsters, dangerous barriers, vile scourges, and perilous wild cards. 12 character pawns representing Pathfinder's iconic character classes, from the classic human cleric Kyra to the goblin alchemist Fumbus. And I love that name. It has 6 pawn bases, and these are, and the pawns looks like they're similar to like the Pathfinder and Starfinder pawns that we've seen before. Complete set of 5 polyhedral dice, which are shown here as the D4, D6, D8, D10, and D12. 63 colorful tokens for tracking scourges and secondary objectives. 24 dividers for organizing your cards. A 4-page quick start guide, a 32-page rulebook, and one 24-page storybook featuring the Dragon's Demand, and it says this game could be played either by itself or with any adventure path sold separately. Down on the bottom it gives us our playtime and number of player information, so 1 to 4 players, ages 13 plus, and about 90 minutes, an hour and a half per scenario. And the retail price is $59.99 US. So, without further ado, let's get this opened up. We'll get the plastic off, and we will see what's inside the box. Alright, so the plastic is off. Let's open this up. This will be the first time I've seen inside of the box. I'll just slide it off here. Just move the lid over, just get it out of the way. And actually, first thing is on the side here, it's an advertisement for the Pathfinder Adventure Card Society. So it says, extend your Pathfinder adventure card game story by joining the Pathfinder Adventure Card Society. Each season features a new adventure path with lots of brand new adventures and scenarios to play. And as part of the organized play programs, you can take your character anywhere, play at your local game store, at community gatherings, at gaming conventions, or with friends at home. So that's actually kind of neat. I might look into that, honestly. And because I don't think we have anything active for that here in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, where I live. So it'd be kind of cool to see if I can start that up and go from there. An advertisement for the Curse of the Crimson Throne adventure path, which Paizo actually also did send me, so I will be doing a separate video for that probably next week. And then it says on this side, become a legend, a multiverse of adventure awaits you in the Pathfinder role-playing game. So this is for the RPG itself. And then we've got just an advertisement for some of their game aids, like this is the ultimate magic for, you know, spells, stuff like that. That's for use, I believe. Oh no, adventure card game. So add tons of replay value to the game. Each deck features new characters plus piles of new and favorite weapons, spells, allies, and more. There are even goblin-themed decks full of explosive fun for everyone. Okay, might have to see if I can track some of those down. So, alright, I guess I've delayed long enough, so let's actually look at the contents of the box itself. So, first thing we have here is the Quick Start Guide. So this will be your basic information on how to set up the game and, you know, how to equip your characters, the basics of play and stuff like that. I'm not going to read it here. I'll do a separate video for it, but it also looks like it has like deck lists for each of the characters included as well, which is kind of neat. So yeah, that's pretty cool there. Then we've got the core set rulebook itself. Let's just slide that off to the side for now. So, angle this down. So we got the rule booklet, which just goes over obviously all the essential information that you need using the rule book, the golden rules. So it's pretty cool stuff there. Some basic setup and how to read the card. So obviously this is, you know, what you would need to fully understand the game. So like I said, I'll give this a read through as well. But there is some really nice artwork in here as well. Really like the artwork, actually. That one's pretty cool. It looks like the Cleric Destroyer using Turn Undead. So yeah, just some really cool stuff there. On the back we got a reference sheet. So turn overview. So advance the hour. Okay, again, I don't know what most of these mean quite yet, but it's pretty cool that it has all that stuff there. And I like this section here too, actually. So it says a few rules that are easy to forget. So it's kind of nice to have there as well. So let's just set those aside. And here we have our storybook with just the pertinent information. And like I said, I'll read more on how to use that. But again, just some really nice artwork. Looks like there's quite a few scenarios in here, so you should get plenty of play just out of this booklet itself. And then here we have our tokens and our pawn sets. So we got our iconic characters there. There's Fumbus. So pretty cool stuff there. Those are all of them. The different. So are these? Got hero points. Okay. Again, we'll find out what the different tokens mean in a separate video. But inside the box itself, and I think this is actually pretty cool, it's actually got some foam, just blocks of foam here to help with like dividers and to keep things keep things in proper shape, I guess you could say. So that's actually pretty cool to have that in there, and it's big enough to hold a ton of cards. So as you're adding expansions and other products to it, you can fill that out, which is actually really cool. So here we've got our bases for those pawns. We've got our dice. So D4, D6, D8, D10, and D12. Curious as to, yeah, the D10 actually has the 10 on it, which is fine because it's not a percentile dice. You don't have to worry about using it that way. In our D12, the poor lowly D12. So here we have our dividers. And let's just crack these open just to see. I have some cool artwork and stuff on them. And these are things that you're going to want to have access to. So we've got special, character 6, character 5, character 4, character 3, character 2, character 1. And it's actually kind of cool because, as you can see, the coloration actually starts to fade the more characters that you add. So it's just kind of a cool little touch. If you have multiple characters, even though they're labeled, you can also see like the clear difference in color, which I just think that's a neat little touch. So that's pretty cool. Then we've got future adventures, removed from game, blessings, allies, items. Got to have the old thieves tools, armors. That's actually a really cool looking piece of art there. Spells, I like that as well. The art on all these is pretty cool. Weapons, barriers, monsters, story banes, proxies, other support cards, and then we got wild cards, scourges, locations, characters, and roles. And I assume that all the cards are also, presented in such a way that it would make sense for that as well. So then we've got some different bundles of cards here, and so those ones, and then we got this one here at the bottom. Okay, so this was something I was kind of wondering about as well. So this looks like it's the cards you use for the quick start rules, and it says don't open any other cards yet, open me first. You'll use the cards in this pack to play through the introductory scenario, which is in the Quick Start Guide. Or you see the Quick Start Guide, I should say, for instructions. If you played the game before and want to see what's new, the transition guide on page 20, or look at the transition guide on page 26 of the rulebook. So that's if you have the earlier version of the card game. So that must be some information on what the differences are. So here's there's the transition guide and all the information there. So again, not going to worry about that right now. But with that in mind, I think this is the only pack of cards that I'm going to open in this video, and we'll take a quick look at. So these are probably all things for higher level or for additional characters and stuff. So we got like a character there. So I'm just going to put these ones back in for now, because I don't want to overly complicate things for myself. So we'll just take a look at this one here, and just got some of the iconic characters on the backs of the cards. And I got the tabs there. So the backs are, I think they're all the same, which means I can buy sleeves. Oh wait, no, there's player reference cards. Okay. So we'll just set those out. So yeah, these are all the backs are the same, so I can sleeve these, which is great, because that's what I plan on doing. So we got 4 player reference cards, and okay, they have conditions on the back as well. So you got wounded, poisoned, entangled, and dazed, and boy, that looks pretty dazed. So that's actually pretty cool to have those. So we'll just take this open me first card, which also has the perils. So okay, this must be a type of wild card shows there. And then we've got our characters. Okay, and on the back it has the deck list, so if you want to customize, this probably has, I would almost suggest, the proper amount for just the characters included here. But what's actually kind of cool is the better their stats, the higher the die you roll. So we have, so this is Amiri, human barbarian, and so for anything that uses strength, it looks like she is rolling a d12. Dexterity is d6, constitution is d8, intelligence and wisdom are both d6s, and charisma is only a d4, so not very charismatic. Hand size, so that must be the number of cards you can use, so we got 4 for her, and then the different characters have different hand sizes as well. Proficiencies, weapon, armor, powers on your strength check, or your check against a monster. You may bury a card from your hand to add to your fortitude skill. So again, all that stuff will make more sense as I go through. But we have, again, on the back, goes over the number of, like I guess the number of cards you use for your deck. So that's pretty cool. So we got those 4 characters there. Sorcerer, Monk, Druid, and Barbarian. So a bit of a non-conventional start, but that's still pretty cool. Then we've got, looks like, some weapons. Chain shirt, leather armor. So we got some things here, some items, good old crowbar. And then we got... Okay, these are actually probably also organized, I would almost say, in such a way that they go with the individual characters. So I don't want to mess these up too much. But we got some spell cards there. Another armor, item, balmberry, some allies. We got bats. Oh, we got a dog. Okay, I love that. We got a frog and a snake. So again, just some cool stuff there. Elixir of healing, luckstone, spyglass. So these are all the different types of cards. So we got, again, our spells here, and they are color coded as well. And I would say the color coding probably also matches some of these. So did we have spells? Yeah, we had spells. So yeah, spells were in purple, armors were in like light gray. We had the dark gray for weapons. So yeah, so they're all color coded as well, which is nice. So if you take a look there, we got the color coding for that. And for our spells, again, we got like the purple there, so that actually works pretty cool. So that's basically what you can expect to find in here. So you got the foam just to keep things separated. You got the cards, you got the dividers, you got the dice, the pawns and everything. So this looks really, really awesome. I cannot wait to sit down and start reading the rules. And once I get a bit of a grasp on it, so I'll probably try a couple of individual games first before I do it on video, but I will try to play a scenario or two on camera, and I also plan on like giving a proper review once I've had a chance to play a few games as well. But this looks really, really cool. I will say right now I'm just really, I cannot wait to dive further into this. So take that for what you will right now. Like I said, this isn't a review, it's just a look at sort of what's in the box and get an idea of how the cards and stuff are laid out. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you've played this version of the game, let me know what your experiences with it have been so far. And if you played the original version, I'd like to sort of hear some of your stories about that as well, because I'm interested to kind of know more about the original version, because I have no first-hand experience with that. But I'm really looking forward to this. I cannot wait to dive further into this game. I'm just, again, blown away that Paizo would send this to me. So again, I cannot thank them enough for doing this. It looks awesome. So anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, let me know what your experiences are, what your thoughts are on the card game, and let me know if you're a member of the Adventure Card Society, because I'd kind of like to know a little bit more about that from the perspective of people that have been a part of it. So again, thank you guys for watching. Take care, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.